Watch. Fergie congratulates ex Josh Duhamel on new engagement. Zendaya is looking out for her fans ahead of the return of Euphoria. On Sunday, January 9th, hours before the Season 2 premiere of the TVMA-rated HBO teen drama series, the actress issued a warning to viewers on her Instagram. "I know I've said this before, but I do want to reiterate to everyone that Euphoria is for mature audiences," she wrote. "This season, maybe even more so. Fanflast is deeply emotional and deals with subject matter that can be triggering and difficult to watch. Please only watch it if you feel comfortable. Take care of yourself and know that either way you are still loved and I can still feel your support. All my love, Daya." In 2020, Zendaya made history when she won her first Emmy for her role on Euphoria, whose episodes come with disclaimers about its sensitive material. The actress plays high school student Rue, who battles drug addiction and depression. The debut season of the show, which premiered in 2019, also contained storylines relating to underage sex, statutory rape, revenge porn and violence. Euphoria also stars Hunter Schafer, Sydney Sweeney, Alexa Demi, Maud Apatow, Jacob Elordi, Austin Abrams, Angus Cloud, Coleman Domingo, Eric Dane and series newcomer Dominic Fike. Watch a trailer for Season 2 of Euphoria and refresh your memory about what happened in Season 1. See the most talked about moments below. The One Direction scene. Louis Tomlinson responded to a fan on Twitter who asked if he approved of this scene, which revealed that Kat, Barbie Ferreira, was a famous fanfiction writer who created the conspiracy theory that two members of One Direction were secretly in love. It was an anime-style animated depiction of a story Kat had written, and it was hilarious in the moment, though Tomlinson says it was not approved. "When I first read the script, that was the first thing that popped out to me, because I can relate to that as a 22-year-old woman who lived through the One Directionage," Ferreira told THR. "It's such a reality for so many people, and so many children and teens that are fans just have this escapist world. You completely give yourself to this persona of a person you don't even know, or five guys, and imaging the way they interact, the escaping from your own reality. It's really interesting to me because I was definitely a part of that, where I wanted to escape my own life and focus on others because it was easier and felt more meaningful." The 11-year-old drug dealer. In the first episode, we saw Rue arrive home from rehab and immediately go in search of more drugs. One of her drug dealers is an actual child, an 11-year-old named Ashtray, who keeps drugs in a microwave. He's played by Javon Walton, a champion boxer. Eric Dane's prosthetic 17-year-old trans girl Jules, Hunter Schafer, ditched a party in favor of meeting a grinder hookup, who turned out to be played by Eric Dane. They proceeded to have some rough sex after Dane went full frontal, complete with a prosthetic penis. We then followed Jules to the party she had ditched, where she was bullied by troubled football player Nate, who was then revealed to be the son of the grinder hookup. It's a complicated web. To a degree this is a cautionary tale, Dane told EU. It's certainly not a love letter to drugs or drug addiction, but as a cautionary tale, these are some pretty realistic circumstances, and how these kids are navigating them is probably how a lot of kids today are going to navigate them. Nate choking Maddie. After she made a scene at the carnival, Nate pulled Maddie behind a trailer and nearly choked her to death. It was just as shocking to watch as you might imagine, and this assault followed them for the rest of the season in equally upsetting ways. Zendaya's acting showcase. This scene from episode 3 isn't particularly shocking, but it is a little heartbreaking to watch Rue beg Fez to let her in to buy from him. It floated around in Twitter after the Emmy nominations were announced, as if to prove exactly why Zendaya deserved that Best Drama Actress nom. Cassie's carousel ride. Everything that happened at the carnival was wild, but perhaps the funniest and least terrifying was Cassie's Molly-induced ride on the carousel. Let's just say she had an incredibly good time on that horse. All of us. The finale ended with Rue breaking her sobriety and breaking into song, the Zendaya original, All of Us. The whole thing turned into a breathtaking music video, complete with a whole company of dancers. It's beautiful, if just as upsetting as the rest of the show. So many penises. During the opening scenes of episode 2, Stuntin' Like My Daddy, we learn just how Nate, Jacob Elordi, came to be so horribly angry and toxically masculine. Apparently he's so afraid of seeing anyone else's penis in a locker room that he taught himself to stare straight ahead, so cue shots of Jacob Elordi standing completely still, fully clothed, while 100 naked boys cheer and shout around him. Apparently the scene originally had a whole lot more penises, but HBO asked for some of them to be removed. For me, it was interesting because that scene was actually very real, and the look on my face and the way that I was feeling was very real, Elordi told THR. The energy in the room of that many big men jumping and yelling and slapping you, nudity aside, I am nothing like Nate, and it was so intense. I didn't realize locker rooms could be so intense, but it was actually quite hilarious. I don't care about that kind of stuff, and it's funny reading all of the reviews now. Everyone's like, there's this many penises. But when you're there, it was just hilarious. I think it's a funny scene, and I'll definitely never forget it. Dick pic class. In episode 3, when Jules shows Rue a picture sent to her by her secret Grindr lover, who is secretly Nate, Rue breaks out into a full analysis of what Makisha horrifying, terrifying, or acceptable picture of a penis, and it's hilarious, and also filled with pictures of penises. This show is funny sometimes. It's not entirely upsetting. Later we discovered that Nate had a whole collection of dick pics stored on his phone. In an interview with the LA Times, intimacy coordinator Amanda Blumenthal revealed that her team reached out to friends and friends of friends to see if they would provide the pictures. They then took the pictures themselves, and had to sign a consent form. Around 34 pictures are shown in the episode. That webcam scene. After having a sex tape leaked and discovering the money she could make from becoming a cam girl, Kat Skypes with a man who then reveals his micropenis and begins to masturbate while asking her to humiliate him. The micropenis was a prosthetic, and the scene was filmed with the actor actually on a Skype call from another room. I was really excited to do that scene. It's so funny and so up my alley of this dark humor, but also this very vulnerable, real interaction that I know many people have gone through, Ferreira told THR. The added layer that it's a micropenis, it was honestly such a fun scene to shoot because my reactions were so genuine. He was actually there and had an earpiece in, and I could hear him and see the Skype video. The reaction is there, the literal scene is my actual reaction to seeing that. I couldn't contain myself sometimes.